Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nsra Sunday Select in practice. Actually, it's qualifying now. We are in the round of 8 in the playoffs here for Nsra Sunday Select. The 8 finalists: Daniel Holloway, Les Levy, Mark Mann, DJ Mitchell, Todd Poston, Paul Servant, Sean Stevens, and Chris Akers are your 8 drivers vying for a championship. We have 2 races in this set. We have tonight iRacing Super Speedway. We take a week off next week for Thanksgiving, come back and go to Talladega, whittle these 8 drivers down to 4. Last week we had a great race as we whittled from 12 to 8. Saw Paul Servant finally win a race this season and punch his ticket into this round of 8. We'll see if Paul can ride that momentum. There's a couple drivers that won some races earlier this season have been struggling to win races. Let's see if they can get back in to victory lane. Right now we're in qualifying, watching Dana Osborne in the 88. Unfortunately, Dana was in that round of 12. He got kicked out, finished below the cut line, and did not make the next round. But he's here to support his team as Daniel Holloway, Chris Akers, and Paul Servant, three of those guys from Candy Shack are in the final 8. I am joined tonight by Rick. Let's see if Rick's here.
Yeah, good evening, good evening, good evening.
There's Rick. He decided to join us tonight. He's been a busy boy. His son is training to be a world-class wood block breaker, right, Rick?
Yeah, he's on his way. We were down in Connecticut for a big tournament last weekend, and the season's over, thank God. So Dad gets a little time off to relax till we wind things up for next season.
Good deal. My kids are too old for that. They're in college or working, or they're just not motivated to do anything athletic. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know where he got this from because it's definitely not anything I do.
Right now we're watching Dana Osborne still out there. Russ Hancock, who was the first one out, is obviously the fastest one right now, but he's got guys coming. There's DJ Mitchell in the 61. He's second fastest, and he's on his second lap right now. He should make a good improvement. There's Holloway jumping up to second. See, DJ should jump up pretty high here when he crosses. There you go, DJ into that top spot, 50-33. Mark Mann into 0-4, slides up into second. JD Crow, Paul Servant up there at the start. The fastest right now, 50-31. Sean McCarr up there at 50-32.
I thought Paul was going to offer me money not to show up so he could win again.
Oh, that's not why he won. He got lucky. They're not going to say team orders, but whatever. We'll see if he can ride that momentum this week, though. You know, some of you guys, if you guys watched last week, you saw some stuff that happened at the end. There were some penalties put out by the admins here at NSRA. We'll talk about that when we grid up and get ready to go racing. Still about a minute left before that grid up, but I believe everyone who is going to qualify. There's Mr. Harrington in the 82. I don't think he can get anything down, though. He's got less than a minute. Call Mr. Harrington Socks. He likes to wear those socks when he's driving on his rig. Check him out on Twitch. His Twitch channel is right there on his hood, Demon Tech 82. Check him out.
Tell him we sent you.
That's right. Looks like they pretty much are ready to roll. We're going to start the starting order. Paul Servant on your pole in that 3 truck. Outside Paul, Sean McCarron at 71. In row 2, DJ Mitzel in the 61. Outside DJ, Dana Osborne in the 88. In row 3, you have Mark Mann at 04 and his teammate in the 12 truck, Zach Fritsch. In row 4, JD Crow in that 51 and Daniel Holloway in that 21. In row 5, Russ Hancock in the 343 and his 3-wide motorsport teammate, Todd Poston in the 31, right alongside. In row 6, Chris Akers in the 4 truck and Sean Stevens in the 27. Outside of that, the 13th position being held by Dan Harrington in the 82. Talked a little bit about some possible penalties that came out of last week's race. The 4-car Chris Akers was docked 5 points and will have a EOL at the start of this race. And he has a comms mute for the rest of the season. He's on probation. That was a result of him making the 12 truck a little loose. I think it was the 12 truck. So that happened, and there were some comm issues between him and the 04. So the 4 and the 04 have comm suspensions, I believe, for the rest of the season. Good times, as always.
I believe that's what I was told was the rest of the season, that they're in the sin bin for.
Got to play like good boys and girls. Anyway, Paul Servant, your pole setter, won last week to get himself in this round of 8. Who'd love to win again. There's a lot of guys that want to win. Small field, only 13 guys. Should see a lot of green flag racing. Okay, Rick, here we go. Who are you picking to win?
I'm going to take Todd Poston.
Come on. That means he's going to flame out and wreck in the first 5 laps.
No, it's not. Last time I picked him, he won. So I just want to help my boy.
I kind of wouldn't be surprised to see the 3 truck win again. Back to back. He's got his mojo, maybe. Especially with this small field. Not going to be a lot of yellow. Candy Shack does it better than almost anyone pit stop wise. There's the 4 truck kind of going off. Going to be at the back of the field. He'll be up at the front before long, though. 70 laps here, iRacing Super Speedway here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. This is NSRA Sunday Select Playoffs for Season 7. Who's going to win this season? Right now you have 8 drivers, all with 3,000 points, all with the same points going in for these next 2 races here at iRacing Super Speedway in Talladega. Looking to make that Final 4 at Daytona in a few weeks. Pace car is in. We're ready to go green. Green flag is out. A little slide up there by Sean McCarr to 71, but Paul Servant's off. There goes Chris Akers right away. That top side. No organization at all on that top line, and that bottom line takes advantage of the first 4 cars. The first 5 cars get clear of that 71. Dana Osborne, everyone's going around. Paul Servant, the 61, the 04, the 12. And we're 3 wide in. 3 wide into 3. DJ Mitzel able to take the lead over Paul Servant. Mark Mann and Zach Fritsch. Right there. 3 wide down the front stretch. Who's going to lead the first lap? JD Crow making it 4 wide. DJ Mitzel stuck nowhere. He's got to get behind Zach Fritsch. Paul Servant's going to be your leader, but he's got no one behind him. And now it looks like Dana Osborne's your leader. Mark Mann right behind him. Chris Akers close to the 12 truck. Almost make contact. Mark Mann needs a little bit of help. Paul Servant, ooh, is all over the place. There's the caution. Oh, maybe not. Everyone's below the yellow. Everyone survives. Daniel Holloway takes the lead. That was some aggressive driving, Rick, wasn't it, to start this race?
It was, but it's also a product of this track. You get runs, and it's either you hit the brakes and you're going all the way to the back, or you're going to try to stick it somewhere. And that was a situation where they stuck it.
Yes. Mark Mann took the worst of that. He has fallen back fast. Must have some serious damage. Take a look at him. See the back end of his truck's kind of messed up. He's just off the pace. It's unfortunate. He is one of our final 8. But right now, Daniel Holloway followed by bad boy Chris Akers in the 4 truck. 1 and 2. He's kind of stretched the field out. Mark Mann is now 10 seconds back of the leader.
Yeah, he's got nobody back there. He's just going to drop like a ton of bricks.
He's going to have to hope for a caution. Good thing is there's not a lot of cars, so even if he goes a lap down in a 20, 30 laps, he might be the only car lap down and get a wave around if and when we get a caution.
Oh, exactly it. I mean, there's no need to be concerned or, worried. Just take your time and do your thing, and you'll get back there.
Someone's having a connection issue right there behind the 4 car. Zach Fritsch seems to have lost connection. He was right behind the 4 truck. Now, not so much. Looks like we lost the 12 truck. Connection issue.
Yeah.
I saw him blink, and then he just disappeared. So still up front, you got Daniel Holloway, Chris Akers, 1, 2, Paul Servant. So your top 3 are all Candy Shack Motorsports. All 3 of these guys are in the top 8. Then you have Todd Poston, Sean Stevens. Those guys are top 8 as well. And then you have Russ Hancock, DJ Mitzel. DJ has won, I believe, 4 races this season, so he hasn't won in a while, though. Probably like to get up back into victory lane. This is the race for him. Here goes Chris Akers around Holloway. That looks like it may have been planned. A little gas savings there. Holloway can go behind Russ Hancock, maybe. Spare some time. Guys are getting about 14 or so laps for a tank of fuel. They're running 50% fuel. So we're still about halfway on this fuel run. Sean McCarr in the 71, he's got to be careful not to lose that draft. Looks like he's all right. He's back up there now with the 343. They had 8 cars in this lead draft. Mark Mann had gone into the pits. Looks like Mr. Fritsch has rejoined, and there goes Sean McCarr. You see that 71 heavy inside paint damage, and I think that was from the incident with Paul Servant and Mark Mann earlier. But the 12 truck is back. The 04 truck is back. Mark's about a lap and a half behind. And Zach is 2.5 laps behind. Mark Mann again in your top 8, so this is definitely going to hurt. But his saving grace is there's not a ton of cars here today, so points-wise he should be all right. Chris Akers leading this field around lap 8 here of 70. You know, Rick, everyone talks about this track, you know, and you can see it. You come in on off of one, off of three, this track just wants to shove you up into the wall, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's. I liked always being a little bit higher up, running the second, third groove, just because the bump wasn't as bad. It's the only thing I don't like about this track.
We'll have to see what the fate of this track is for the NSRA Sunday Select next season. I know there's been some talk about taking this track off of the schedule. We'll see. A lot of people don't like this track. When I raced, I love this track.
I love this track also. And virtually, it's right in my backyard.
Exactly. Holloway right behind Sean Stevens, giving him a push. All following that for Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Chris Akers. They're coming up on the 12 truck. Zach Fritsch, again, he lost connection, joined back in, but is a couple laps behind. Should catch him probably in about a lap or two. These guys are content to ride these laps out to the pit stops and see what happens from there. Yeah, kind of a small field tonight. I think there's only 14 cars, 13 cars tonight. Tends to happen towards the end when you get into the playoffs. The playoff guys show up. Although we are missing Les Levy, Ricky Bobby not here today. Here comes that Ford truck all coming up on the 12. The 12's going to slide up high, let everyone go below him. Good quality move there by Zach and that 12 truck. DJ is going to try to catch a little bit of a draft off of him and dive right back down. Dana Osborne into the pits. A little early. He must have some damage.
Yeah, I think he had damage from that incident earlier with the 3 and the 4, the 04, excuse me. And speaking of that, you know, I'm kind of wondering how it's going to be when the 4 catches the 04. Just, you know,
Well,
drivers,
the
you know,
spat
we
wasn't
have,
with them really that much, I don't think.
you know, but drivers have a, they have a short memory, and it seems to last until the next race, and then they remember everything again.
It would be unwise for either one of them to do anything. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, but we know drivers aren't smart.
Yeah, we do know that. Right now on lap 12, going to 13, so we're a lap or two away from pit stops here. Sean Stevens has kind of lost the draft a little bit. I don't know what he's doing. There's two distinct groups of cars here. JD Crow and Mark Mann are joined up, but they're about a half a straightaway in front of these guys. I don't think they have to come into the pits for a while. Here comes the 12 and the 31 up high. I'm going to venture to say the Candy Shack guys are going in. And these other guys are going to stay out. We'll see what happens here. There they go. Candy Shack's in, including the 71, Sean McCarr. Can you get stopped? This is a tricky pit road. We'll see if the 4 truck has a penalty or not for that stop. 3 Wide Motorsports. I know they're taking a fuel strategy approach to this race. They're going to try to go max laps on fuel and try to beat these Candy Shack guys. We'll see what happens.
Looks like no penalties.
Yeah, looks like everyone's out. Now the key is what happens here. Looks like Zach Fritsch is going to stay high. He's going to stay out. Here comes 3 wide. Now can they get stopped in time? It's the one thing Todd lighting him up. I don't know if he got stopped. We'll see with him. It's going to be fuel only. Don't really need tires. Maybe if you get under yellow, maybe you'll put tires on later. Well, fuel only. We'll see if Todd gets held for speeding as he slid into the pit lane. Nope. And here comes Chris Akers off into turn 3, off of turn 4. We'll see if they have enough speed. That's 2 split up groups there, 2 groups of 3. They need to get all caught into a group of 6 for maximum effect. They should all bunch up again on the backstretch, I'm gonna guess.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come out all together.
Yeah, they all had pretty clean stops. Come off of 2. Here comes the 3 wide guys. Russ Hancock, DJ Mitchell, Todd Poston right in front of Chris Akers. Chris is gonna have the momentum. Should be able to get out in front, and you see him going high right there into turn 3. You see Mark Mann sliding low below Paul Servant there. Mark's a lap down. Down underside. Down under Chris Akers too. Mark's trying to get his lap back the hard way. He is now on the lead lap at the tail end. And Sean McCarr in that 71 is leading us right now. All the way Akers right behind. There's Sean Stevens, Paul Servant, DJ Mitchell, Todd Poston, and Russ Hancock. There's JD Crow. He's a lap down as it just came off the pits. Only 16 laps in us, a lot of time to do things. We'll see what happens.
And this is the smartest thing the leaders can do, is let the car that just worked his way to the front lead you guys. Let him burn the most fuel. You know he's going to have to pit before any of you guys have to. Make him the rabbit and sit back and just enjoy the fuel savings.
Yeah, and you know, Mark came in on lap 5 to fix his car, so he's only got another 3 or 4 laps before he's got to come back in. So, but the guys behind him, they are all over the place. They cannot stay straight. Todd Poston, DJ Mitchell, all those guys all over the place. And just like right before the pit stops, it's a group of 8. From the 71 all the way to the 343, these 8 guys are just from nose to tail. Up 18 here, still the 04 leading him around, but he's on the tail end of the lead lap. He's right in front of our lead lap 71, Sean McCarr. He's got a little bit of damage there from an earlier incident that did not bring out a caution, but caused that 04 to go a lap down. That 04's got to come into the pits here soon. He came in on lap 5 to fix his damage. Get about 14 laps, so I'm going to guess he's going to come in this time, or maybe next time at the latest.
Yeah, he's going to try to stretch this as long as he can, so.
You know, for the Candy Shack guys, outside of Dana Osborne, who got caught up in that incident, you know, it's been pretty clean. Paul had a run, made a move, was a little aggressive on lap 2. Didn't really seem to have any ill effects on his car as he's sitting pretty. But Chris Akers, and there goes the 04 truck, got to come in for fuel. Chris Akers in that 4 truck in the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Clean race thus far, 20 laps in. Dan Harrington, the next one to go a lap down. He's coming up. Or Dana Osborne, sorry.
Last time we were here, I believe this was a fuel mileage race. So,
It was, right, it was. I'll try to remember who won that. I'll look it up real quick. You're right. That was DJ who won the race. He and Todd, I think, stretched the gas all the way to the end. Right now they're letting the 71 Sean McCarr burn some gas. We'll see. Holloway looks like he wants to lead. Maybe not. Always good to see the 71 here. Whenever he races here on NSRA Sunday Select, always up towards the front. Good quality super speedway driver. Even with all that damage, you see him out front leading this field. It's a pure horsepower race here. Lap 22 now. Sean McCarr is still leading here. Daniel Holloway, Chris Akers, Sean Stevens, Paul Servant right there. Got 8 cars within a second of each other. This lead back. McCarr, Holloway, Akers, Stevens, Servant, Mitzel, Poston, and Hancock. Your top 8 in this group. Coming up on Dana Osborne and Mark Mann. Let's see what they do. They're going to make him go outside of him. I hate to see this. You see Holloway stick with his teammate, the 88. That was surprising. I mean, Rick, wouldn't you prefer to see the 04 to 88 kind of slide up high?
You know, it's one of those things. If the two of them are up to speed. I mean, the 04 is a lap down now, or
He's 2 laps down.
He's 2 laps down.
Almost 2 laps.
Oh yeah, okay. So he's 1 lap down. You know, the verge of going a 2nd lap down. I don't know if he was up to a good speed. He was getting pushed by the 88. I don't have an issue with it because he was pretty much up to the speed of the drafters. If he wasn't, whoa, Dana just took a hard left into the pits. I really wouldn't have. I would have had an issue if he wasn't. Excuse me. I'd had an issue if he wasn't to speed. I don't have an issue because he was to speed, and he's trying to keep from going another lap down. And he's a chase driver, so.
Only because I'm a smart ass, I'm gonna say, huh? What'd you just say?
I really don't know. I'm just saying I don't have an issue with what he did. But if he was not up to speed, I would have had a major issue with it, and I probably would have put him in a wall. Is that better?
That was on point, yes. I miss you. You have to be a smart ass.
It's okay.
I know.
I didn't miss you. Just kidding.
That's all right. I hear that all the time at home, so that's all right. Don't bother me.
They must really love the fact that you're at home now working.
Yeah, they do. Start my new job next Monday. Mark Mann still tail end of 1 lap down, almost 2 laps down with these guys. Sean McCarr is your leader. They're just content now to ride around till the pits come around here. Maybe this time for some Candy Shack guys. They pitted last time on 13. See if those Candy Shack guys go this time, or if they wait till next time, they're going to go an extra lap.
Everybody's going to go as long as they can, I think, now.
Yeah, I think they all know this is all going to come down to fuel. There goes Dana. He goes 2 laps down as they pass him. See, that's the thing I'm talking about, Rick. Right there, Dana. I guess he's by himself, so he's going much slower. Well, you see Dana moves up there. Well, why not move up before? I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing really in the rules that say they have to move, you know?
No. As here goes Candy Shack. Down pit road. Can they stop in time? They have white line. It's sliding it through. It's going to be close. And then there's 3 Wide Motorsports. They're going to stay out an extra lap every time. I can't remember. I was talking to DJ before the race if he said this could be a 5-stop race if it goes green the whole way. Oh, Dana gets booted. Wow. But he's going to survive, but he is going to lose that draft. Wow, that was some serious contact between him and the 31 there, I think. They're going to go another lap, so they're going to try taking this 2 laps. Speed are they going? 220. Let's see how fast they catch the Candy Shack crew. We're right now in the middle of the backstretch. These guys have slowed down. You can tell they are conserving fuel because they would have caught them coming off of turn 2, but they backed off a bit, maybe for an extra lap. And Mark Mann being a lap, almost 2 laps down, willing to be the lead dog in this. These guys are pit now. They got to. Okay, here they come.
Here they come. But I mean, Mark,
Todd. Oh, Todd's into the
Todd
wall.
hit the wall.
Toddy P into the wall.
Russ almost took out DJ because he was coming in so hot. I think DJ was trying to slow up a little bit earlier, and Russ was like, I'm going for it all.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some penalties there. The 343, I don't think he slowed down enough. Todd's got to use a fast repair. He just has to fix that thing, and because I don't think there's going to be cautions tonight. There he goes. He used a fast repair. Let's see if a 3-4, they're going to choose left side tires too. So they're doing left sides and fuel. DJ's out. And there's Russ with the penalty. He did not get stopped in time. That's going to hurt everyone's chances here. And here come Chris Akers and crew. We'll see where DJ and Todd shake out. Russ serving that penalty for speeding. I mean, this is the hardest track really to get down pit road, Rick. I mean, you're going 230 miles an hour and you got to go down to like 60, 70 miles an hour. It's tough.
Oh, it's a tough one. And I'm wondering if Todd might see a penalty because his right wheels got up a little bit onto that track coming out of the pits. I'll be wondering if he gets an unsafe pit exit penalty.
We'll have to watch that. They gotta really hustle to get that back into that tail of this lead group.
Because if Todd has a penalty with Russ's penalty, that fuel, well, right now everything's good, but or he's going to wait to see as long as he can go.
Or he's going to help his teammate get to the front of his lead pack before he pulls off. We'll see what happens. Holloway just pushing the 4 truck out there. Almost halfway. We're on lap 31 of 70 here. NSRA Sunday Select. This is the first round of 8. The first round for the round of 8. 8 guys trying to go down to 4. the 31 stayed out again, so I'm gonna guess there's no penalty there.
He got lucky if there's no penalties. 'Cause I watched those right tires in that car get on the bank, and so he got lucky.
Here comes that lead group catching up to the 343 Russ Hand. Oh, Paul Servant gets spun, but he gets spun onto the inside. Caution will not come out for that. Hard into the wall. Some big damage there for the 3 car. That was just unfortunate. 71 went down below the yellow line. And that's too bad for him. That's going to hurt the Candy Shack crew a lot. There goes my chances. That's my guy right there, the 3 truck. Slowly but surely, Rick, you see the top 8 guys, one by one, they keep falling. Yellow flag is out. That's interesting. That's going to help. It's going to help Russ Hancock. He'll get the lucky dog. Let's see what happened here to Paul. This is what brought out the yellow. Well, I don't know what happened. It's all of a sudden we lost everything on Paul. So that's weird. So we're under our first caution right here at the halfway point. I think the 3 truck has had an incident in turn 1. I can't really see what happened. Kind of lost the broadcast there, so. Your leader, though, right now, Chris Akers in that 4 truck. Holloway in 2nd. Mitzel in 3rd. Top Poston in 4th. Sean Stevens in 5th. Sean McCarr in 6th. Might pull Chris Akers up here in a little bit after I remind him that we're a PG-13 program. Let him go through his pits. Let's see if we can't grab him here in a second. Let's grab Chris right now and see what he's got to say about this race. Hey Chris, this is Steve up in the booth, man. You got us?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man, remember PG-13. You got to remind you that first. Hey, talk about the race so far. I mean, there's kind of not a lot of people out there, but that lead group of 8, you guys are just showing the way, aren't you?
Yeah, we're trying to count fuel, see how much we got. this caution's threw a little curveball in the fuel game, and we're just trying to beat people on and off pit road right now. I'm trying to lose guys. That's where this race is won at. Most super speedway races are won there at pit road, so that's where we beat these guys at their own game. So.
Your boy Paul had a little misfortune there, huh?
Oh yeah, unfortunately, looked like he got turned there by I think the 71, but I'm not sure how that went down. So
You're too busy leading.
I know, right? I got to make up my 5 points, my 5 point penalty. So I said I was going to lead the most laps. I was going to lead a lap, then I was going to win the race and
There you
make
go.
up all the points.
Good deal, man. Well, good luck out there. Maybe we'll be able to say congratulations here in about 34 laps or so.
Oh yeah, I'll get to talk to you again.
Sounds good, Akers. Talk to you in a bit.
See you, bud.
All right, Rick. So you said you had a chance to look at that replay?
Yeah, I looked at that replay. Looks like, to me, either something broke in the 3 when he was trying to get to the pit road, or he wanted to bring out the caution because the car it was swerving all over the place, and he got it kind of like stuck on the apron, and so the field came around and the caution came out.
I'm sure that they'll love to look at that. It's always good to have to look at stuff after the race from an admin perspective. Always fun.
It's a great time.
Right now, Akers in that Ford truck leading the way. Todd Poston's going to end up behind him in second. DJ Mitchell in third. Sean Stevens in fourth. Holloway's going to be in fifth. McCarr will be in sixth. Paul Servant seventh. And in eighth, Russ Hancock. And then maybe you can hear my dogs. Never like to see, don't know what happened. Oh, you hear Akers turn his car off. So definitely in fuel saving mode for that Ford truck. Mark Mann is a lap down. He's up there on the top. Mark and Chris, a war of words last race. Both earned themselves a calm suspension, so they're going to be side by side here. Pace car is off as we go to start finish line. They are all over the place behind. No one's lined up right. This will be a great start. We're back green. Chris Akers takes him to the start finish line. Gets a little loose. Got Dana Osborne pushing him. Todd Poston and DJ Mitchell right there too. Looks like Dan Harrington's going to slide up there on that top line with Mark Mann. Everyone just got to relax. We haven't been all together for quite a few laps. So we'll see what happens here as Chris Akers leads him. Dana Osborne pushing him. You got Todd Post and DJ Mitchell right there. Lap 38 here, NSRA Sunday Select. This is the playoffs. We're down to the 8 last competitors. They have 2 races before we whittle it down to the final 4. This race at iRacing Super Speedway next, and in 2 weeks we race at Talladega, and then we go to the final 4 with our final race at Daytona. Daniel Holloway all over the place there. Got a little loose. The one thing you got to watch out, Rick, here is it's the net code. I mean, the net code is bad at this track, it seems.
Yeah, netcode is bad at this track, and just the corners are bad at this track.
Ooh, Todd right there on that yellow line. You got to be careful. Holloway going to slide right in front of Todd there and take 3rd place. Or 2nd place, pardon me. It's right. Dana Osborne is a lap down. He's on the tail end of the lead lap now, actually. Mark Mann a lap down. Daniel Harrington. So the 04 and 82 right there, they are a lap down. Dana Osborne tail into the lead lap. Then you got Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway, Todd Poston And DJ Mitchell, top 4. Laps in. Got 30 to go. Coming around turn number 3, you see Sean Macara in the pits. Still in the pits. Don't know what's going on with Sean. Mark Mann go up high. Sean Stevens bounces way up high. One of those things, maybe you have a run, live to fight another day. There's still 29 laps to go. No need to force anything too crazy as there's a 3 truck, Paul Servant, coming back up to the battle. Currently in 5th position. Russ Hancock in that 343, surviving that pit stop penalty. And is back on the lead lap. Mark Mann to the tail end of the lead lap now, along with Dana Osborne. Those two would like nothing more than a caution to come out right now. Everyone pitted on the same lap now, so it's all about who's going to try to save some gas. With that caution coming out, it kind of throws any kind of fuel strategy out the window right now. They got about 9 laps till they have to pit, so about lap 51 or so. So it'll be a two-stop race from here for these guys. I think 2-stop. Am I wrong, Rick?
Yeah.
60. They should be 50. If they go 50, 51, then they'd be back in around in the mid 60s. That should be good.
That should be good. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I mean, I'm a banker. You're a finance manager at a dealership, and we can't even add numbers together. It's awesome.
Because that's why we have computers.
Exactly. That and calculators. It works out better that way.
They don't hire us for our brains, let's be honest.
That's very true. I know they hired me for looks. I get it. I understand.
They did. I know. I was told.
Yes. Harrington getting shoved up there by the 27. Osborne decides to try to block, I guess. Even though he's the tail end of the lead lap. I don't know what that was about.
Survival. It was just all about survival.
Dana's got Holloway now, his teammate right behind him. We're 3 wide. All 3 lanes keeping distance. They're able to get in front of Mark Mann there, who's getting a nice shove from the 4 car. See, so, you know, they're back together. They've hugged, they've kissed, they've made up. There's no hurt feelings until it's, you know, the end of the race. 8 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap, that 88. It's right there at the tail end. Holloway's being kind to him right now. Harrington trying to get on that tail end of that lead lap too. Just can't get big enough shove from the 27 right yet. See, Akers got some right side damage there. Scraped down that number 4 to the recess on the outside of this truck. Akers, that truck is strong. You see it just pull through that corner. 25 laps remaining here tonight. And Daniel Holloway is your leader so far. You see JD Crow pushing the 71 Sean Macara. They are a lap down at least, each of them. About to be 2 laps down. These guys are going to bide themselves some time until pit stops and see what happens.
25 to go.
Coming down still, Holloway, Akers. You got a couple lap cars right there. You got Osborne and Mark Mann right there. You got Harrington. He's a lap down in this mix. I think some of these guys, the 3 wide crew back there, the 61, the 31, just hanging out back there. The 343 also. Kind of biding their time. And right now, Dana, tail into the lead lap, he's using the most fuel. He's almost a lap down, so he's going to do that for his team here. No surprise there. All single file right there. See the 21 right there. He's giving it a little air. That's where the air is on these trucks on that right side. So when you see someone do that, they're breathing it out, lowering the temp. He's just pushing the 88. That's all he's doing right now. Got a little feel at the 0-4 go and the 4. So now your leader is the 4 truck, Chris Akers. See the 21 get right there. Quite obviously the 3 car let him in. Candy Shack. One thing they do really well, they communicate well. They have a plan. They stick to it. And they're doing it here tonight. Thought my pick was out of it when he crashed the 3 truck, but here he is back in 3rd place. I mean, to be fair, Rick, your car's still right there. Todd Poston, he's still in 6th. Still right there.
It's still early. We got 22 laps to go. It's still early.
Dana slides off into the pits. He came in a couple laps sooner than these guys that are still out here. You see Dana or JD Crow push up to the top. Sean McCarr back there too on the 2nd groove. We'll see what the 4 and the 21 and the 3 do here. They may come in. Here they come. Candy Shack coming down. Also, as the 343 came down, the 27, the 82. Everyone looks like they got slowed up in time. Todd, DJ, JD Crow. Now one more car. I think it was Harrington. Oh, it's Sean McCarr. And that 71 staying out. Just trying to burn some more laps. This fuel, JD will stay out in front of these guys, see if they come in this time or if they wait another lap or so. Here they come. DJ and Todd. And the 71. Oh, he can't slow down. DJ evasive action. 71 might have a penalty there for speeding. These guys coming back out. The 21 leads this group. The 4 right there. Russ Hancock, Sean Stevens, Paul Servant with an issue. He is 8 seconds back. 5 seconds back in this group right here. The 21 and the 4. So he had some issues on pit road. Sean Stevens, Russ Hancock, Paul Servant all by him. Well, he's got JD Crow right there with him. He's going to give JD a shove. We'll see what happens. As a 21 and the 4 coming up close, coming up on DJ and Todd. Todd with a great pit stop. DJ struggled a little bit. Now he's behind Sean McCarr. Todd's going to hope to catch the draft behind the 82. I don't know if he's going to, though. This might be the Holloway Acres show all the way to the finish.
They're going to have to pit one more time.
Everyone's got to pit one more time, right? Yeah, that's not too many laps. 19. Man, a lot of people with pit stop issues that time. Paul Servant, one of our final 8, 6 seconds back of 6th place. He's now in 7th position. He is 10 seconds and climbing behind the leaders. He had 6 seconds extra, so I don't know if he must have got tires. Maybe he had all of his tires checked, didn't know it. That's what it looks like. His pit time was 15.3. Everyone else is in the 8s and the low 9s, so gotta be a thing where he put tires on by accident. Forgot to uncheck those boxes in the sim when he's racing.
Possibly.
Holloway and Acres is up there racing away. Todd Poston's in 3rd. He's 2.5 seconds back, but he's got a crew with him. You see Todd here. He's got the 343, the 27, the 61, so all good cars. All top 6 cars. $17 laps to go. Make it 16. Got one more pit stop. Then everyone will be done and go to the end. Rick, the question now is, 16 laps to go. Are you going to short pit, in like 3 or 4 laps? Or are you going to run the string out on this fuel run?
I've been contemplating that decision for the last couple of minutes. And I think I would probably pit at lap 10.
Yeah, because if you fill up at lap 10, at least if there is a green-white checker, that should give you enough fuel for one green-white checker, I'd imagine.
I believe you should be good if you fill up at lap 10 or 9.
I mean, quite frankly, the 21 and the 4 they're going to call the shot. Although this other group of Todd Poston, these guys are coming. They were 2.5 seconds back. They're only a second back. Here they come.
I was wondering if they I saw them at like the 2 seconds back, really try to shut down their speed and see if they could go the distance and take that shot.
I think if there was like 16 laps when they pitted, then okay, but there were just too many, I think. Mark Mann side by side. Dana Osborne.
He got woos.
I thought he was going to run into that 0-4. Bring out a caution. But then here's Todd Poston coming up this lead group. You got Holloway, Akers, Todd Poston in 3rd. Russ Hancock in 4th in that 343. Be good to see Russ up here in the interview booth after a race and see what he can do. $13 laps to go. So we're slightly within that window now where if they wanted to come in, they could come in and make it. Again, Paul Servant with that one issue. He is now 18 seconds back, and it's growing. quickly from the leaders. So his chances are all but gone unless there's a caution that comes out. There goes Chris Akers, Todd Poston. So 3 of the top 4 coming in. Akers better slow down. Ooh, that's going to be tough. I don't know if Akers slow down in time.
I guess we're going to find out here shortly, aren't we?
DJ Mitzel in the pits, Dana Osborne, Russ Hancock, Sean Stevens. They all pitted. So everyone pitted. 12 laps to go. We're going to find out if Chris Akers... Oh, yeah, he's got no penalty, I don't think. There he goes. He's off. He's the first one off pits. Daniel Holloway right there. Todd Poston in third. Now you just got to keep the car under you as you come across into turn 1 and 2. It's going to want to slide. You didn't change tires. It's a nice big runoff area, though. Ooh! What were you talking about, Todd Poston and running over the yellow line?
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That was not good at all. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I can never tell with iRacing. It seems like some tracks you can barely touch the yellow line and it's a penalty. Some tracks you have to take the whole car over the yellow line. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
He didn't go down that time. I'm going to assume he didn't get a penalty. He is one lucky guy.
Yeah, he is.
So my guy's out of the running. Your guy's in third place. Todd Poston at 31. He won a couple weeks ago. So he's looking for a second win in this chase. That would be phenomenal. And here comes that group behind him. You have DJ Mitzel, Dana Osborne, Russ Hancock, and Sean Stevens. Dana's a lap down, but still run up here with these leaders. DJ would love a victory too. He's willing to push that 88 up front. Got the Candy Shack guy. DJ is going to push the 88 out front. Dana will come down, I would imagine, in front of his teammate, the 4 truck. Maybe not. 10 laps to go. There goes Dana down to the low line. He'll have the 4 and the 21 behind him. And then 3 wide motorsports there. The 61, the 31, the 343 all by themselves up top. Oh, there was Sean Stevens up top to join them. DJ slides in front of Dana on that low side. 10 laps to go here. Everyone's good on fuel. Russ and Todd sliding down to that lower lane. Just staying in front of the 4 and the 21, keeping them back there. Here goes the 4 and the 21 up top. That's what they do. 9 laps to go here. They're going to wait and catch some momentum. And they go outside. I'm sure as soon as they get close enough, the 88's going to pull out in front of them to lead that train. See if they can get in front of DJ in that 61 truck. I keep calling them cars. They're not cars.
Yeah, they're not trucks either, really. Let's be honest.
They're race cars. Well, I guess they are cars. Here, going down to 8 laps to go. DJ Mitzel leading this group. Todd Poston in second. Russ Hancock in third. Here comes the 3 wide crew. Chris Akers on the outside. Gonna have Holloway behind him eventually. Dana, not quite yet, Dana. He needs to wait a little bit. Nothing there on that push on the outside, so they're gonna tuck right back in, try to get some more momentum. Down here they go again. Got some good push there off of turn 2. Again, just wait. If they get close enough to Todd's truck on the side, then Dana will slide up, I'm sure. Off of 3 into 4. It's about time for Dana to slide up. See what he does. Maybe he won't. I'm surprised.
Must have been late for the team meeting.
Exactly. Got 2 cars trying to outpush 4, 5. Not going to happen. Mark Mann and Mr. Dan Sox Harrington coming off of pit road after filling up. 7 laps to go. You see Holloway sliding back down, Akers sliding back down. 2 versus 5. Never going to work. That's why they need that 88 to come up and help them out when they get close again. Still time, still 7 laps to go.
Way too much time still remaining.
Just never know what's going to happen. 6 laps remaining here. It's the 3 wide motorsports show here in the last 10 laps. 61, 31, 343, 1, 2, and 3. Sean Stevens in that 27 in 4th place. Then you have Chris Akers and Daniel Holloway, 5th and 6th. Those guys are coming. You see them backing off a little bit, trying to get some momentum. Old trick. DJ slides up a little high, gets Dana a little loose. A little bit of a gap there between DJ and Dana with that. What happened there in 3. Everyone back together though. Here comes Chris and Holloway again on the outside. I mean, Rick, Dana's got to help him, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, they got to start putting a run together now because there's 5 laps to go. So it's going to take them probably 2 laps to get up to where Dana is, and then you'll have 3 laps for him to start pulling them around. But I don't know. We'll see.
I really think because the 31, the 340, no one is in line. They're all over the place. That is killing anything for Chris and for Holloway there at the back end.
Yeah, but Holloway's not even really pushing Chris. So I'm just wondering if they're trying to wait by their time, and then Holloway will get right up on the back tailgate and start pushing them.
4 laps to go. They better hurry. Time is winding down here. They're kind of falling almost too far back now. I don't know what the heck's going on, but
well, with this track, if you fall back, you can actually get a good pull and get a unbelievable run, and they might be trying to do that.
Here they come now, coming on Sean Stevens' back bumper. But again, the snake there is so loosey-goosey.
See, there's that run. There's that run I was telling you about. They backed it up to pull. Now they got the pull. Now we got to see what Dana's going to do. Dana's going to be...
got to slide up.
He's got to go up. And they're going to vote him off the reservation if he doesn't go up.
Oh, gosh. Russ is low. Todd had to back off a touch probably there. No help from the 88. I don't know what's going on there.
I'm shocked.
That's amazing. I mean, he's not really pushing DJ at all either, so... Sean Stevens going to go up there, though. That's going to help him. That's what Todd has got to push the 88 into the 61. He's got to keep him close to his teammate to keep him in contention for this win. Akers had lost a little momentum there. Russ needs to collect himself and get behind Todd in that 31. Todd really wiggly off the turn, really loose. Down the backstretch, it's a drag race between the 61 and the 4. 2 laps to go. We're coming down to the white flag. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to happen like this, but this is prime spot for Akers, because all you got to do is have your teammate not push the 61 in 3 and 4. And that makes it a hell of a lot easier for him not to catch you.
Exactly. And I was kind of shocked because Russ went up high and that High Line had 4 cars
There
in
he goes again.
it. There he goes again. I'm kind of shocked by that.
What is going on? Last lap, we're under the white flag. The 4 and the 21 have cleared DJ. The 20, oh, and there's the
What
88
the
and the
heck is going
343.
on?
DJ is going to have a run here on the 21. Can he make it happen? He's going to the outside. He's got to try anything he can. It's going to be the 4, the 21, and the 61. Your top 3. Todd Poston in 4th. Sean Stevens in 5th. Russ Hancock in 6th. It looks like Paul Servant's going to come back and finish in 7th. But bad boy Chris Akers is going to take home your win. Penalized earlier this week for some racing incidents last week in the race. Tonight, he is your winner. We're going to come back and grab these top 3 guys, talk to them, and sign off for the night. Give us 1 second. All right, we're back here. NSRA Sunday Select from High Racing Super Speedway. Chris Akers in the 4 car has taken the win in some of the damnedest team racing I've ever seen in my life. Chris, I got to ask you, did you vote the 88 off the reservation for never coming up to help you?
No, sir. All team plan. It worked out perfect. We worked 100% to the team tonight, and that was awesome. This is a team win.
Come on, that sounds... What was the 88's plan? To push the 61 to the win?
Nope, stay right where you need to. Don't let 2 teammates get together and stay exactly where you should.
Wow. Well, congratulations, man.
Worked perfect, man. That's a chess game at 200, and we prevailed there.
Everyone wants to badmouth this track, but it puts on some of the best racing we see every time we come here. How do you feel about this track?
Oh, when they released it and I raced once or twice here, I hated this track so much. And then all of a sudden, I went 1 or 2 wins in, and then I got a 3rd win, and now I love this place. I feel like I'm like 60 or 70% at this place, so this is awesome.
Yeah, it really does come down. Last time we raced here, it was a fuel mileage. DJ won it. This time, all teamwork. You pull out the victory. There's always something different here, and it's just a fun track to broadcast. Wish there'd be more guys here tonight. That would have helped a little bit, but still a good, still a good race.
It's all about the run here, and it makes a whole lot. You don't know who's going to win until the very last turn, because you can get a massive run and come out of the turn and pass somebody like it's easy compared to Daytona and Talladega, where you have to set up runs 3 laps in.
Yeah, man. So, that was a great race, man. Congratulations on the win. Anyone you want to give a shout out to or thing?
Oh, you know exactly who I'm going to shout out to. Candy Shack. Holloway for sticking with me and pushing me there to the end, and then Dana for sticking right where he was going to be. And then I hate Paul had an issue, but Paul worked out great with me tonight too. And
tell Paul to uncheck the tires next time.
Yeah, he accidentally had the tires checked, but we'll try to get him up here in the points next race, and so all 3 of us can move on. But thanks to you for putting on the broadcast, and Rick too. It's awesome to watch, and y'all have a good night.
All right, good job, Chris. Congratulations. Take it away, Rick.
Daniel Holloway coming in 2nd, pushing your teammate. I know he's your teammate, but did you for a second think about trying to make a run for the win?
If I was gonna take it, I would have had a good run with it, but I was stuck to his bumper, and we just timed it with 3 to go, and with that outside, that middle outside line, you get one heck of a run coming out there, and I was just glued to it. I'm just thinking more the final four, instead of just trying to take the win and ended up wrecking. So I just stick right behind Chris, and we've felt like a rocket ship right there.
I did see you guys dropping back a little bit, and I knew right then and there you were waiting to be able to get that run, because it seems like if you drop back just enough, you can then just go with two people. You pull this draft and you can get a run to the outside. Is that kind of what you were thinking about doing with 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go?
Yeah, that was our goal. We were talking back and forth, timing it, and when we came out of that last pit stop, and I know we were ahead, and I told Chris let him go because I think we have the better shot being behind them towards the end, and it worked out.
Well, congratulations on the second place finish. Anybody you want to thank? Anything to give shout outs to?
Yeah, shout out to Candy Shack boys. I gotta say this to Paul, a noob as far as those tires. I have to, since Dana couldn't do it. But Akers, congrats on the win. Good Candy Shack win again there. Everybody who was watching out there, wife. I think Luke was watching. I know he was cheering out there too, and you guys up in the booth. No, we'll watch that race either tonight or tomorrow night.
Good deal, Holloway. Congratulations on second, man.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, DJ, third place, man. Not where you wanted to finish, probably, but not bad, all things considered. Any thought, in those last couple laps to slide up in front of Akers when he was on that high line?
No, because it wouldn't have worked out. They'd have just dumped me. I mean, we knew what was going to happen, and we couldn't really do much about it. The 88 just stopped going, and I could have dumped Holloway at the end there, but that's not the driver I am. I that's just not who I am, and I don't race that way. Other people probably would have, but I don't do that.
I mean,
I would have. I'll tell you right now, I would have.
That's why you're up at the booth, Greenway.
That is, but
I mean, really, that it was nice to have a finish where we weren't wrecking at the end, so that's always good. That's because you guys put on a nice, clean show. I mean, 10 laps to go, you had it. It just seemed like Todd couldn't get clear of the 88 to get behind your bumper to really push you. I mean, was there anything else you guys could have done, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The problem is I thought that people are going to be upstanding, good racers, and so Todd was talking about it, and I said, nah, he's pushing me, he's doing good, he's going to do the right thing, and I mean, obviously he didn't. It's just what it is. But the thing that people have to understand is you reap what you sow, and the same guys bitch and moan about people not working with them, and you wonder why.
I hear you, man. Me and Rick talked about that during the broadcast the last few laps. I thought, well, I wonder, I guess 88 being behind DJ, if he just backs off in turn 3, kills any kind of momentum, and the 4 and the 21 just cruise right by. So I hear you, DJ. Anyone you want to thank or give a shout out to here tonight?
Just everybody. I mean, I enjoy racing these. I'm a little frustrated with the finish, but I mean, third's good. Todd got 4, so that's great. But thanks to the guys. I know these chase races are a little short on people because everybody's been eliminated, but a few of us. So yeah, thanks to everybody. Thanks to 3 Wide. Thanks to you guys broadcasting. Thanks to my wife for understanding that Sunday nights I'm busy.
No doubt, man. Well, we have a week off. Thanksgiving's next week, so I wish you happy Thanksgiving early. We race in 2 weeks at Talladega. We go from 8 to 4 after that race, so you're in a good place. You finished third, so you have good points night. Congratulations on that third, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 10-4. Thank you.
Well, Rick, there you go. The round of 8 has started. The top five guys are all in that top 8. Then you have Paul Servant finish 7th. Mark Mann finished 9th. So, and then Les Levy wasn't here, so he get a provisional. He'll be 14th. So everyone's still good on points. Just have a good race in a couple weeks after our Thanksgiving break, don't you think?
Oh, I think we're going to have something at the next race.
Always happens. The playoffs, everyone gets ramped up. Something happens, and it's just a domino, and it's just gonna build and build and build until we get towards the end of the season. We got 2 more races, so should be a hell of a finish here for the NSRA Sunday Select, the 7th season here on Victory Lane Broadcast. Any last words, Rick?
First, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving because we're not going to see them next week. And don't eat too much. And if I was you guys, I'd be making sure that in 2 weeks I come back to watch because if
Fireworks.
if that interview with the top 3 did not make you think the fireworks are not going to start, well, then you got another thing coming because it's going to get hot and it's going to get brutal. And all I can think of is Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards because the word games have already started.
And what better track to do it at than Talladega? It's 4 wide action if you want to have it. It's just a long track, a fast track, so it's a great track to have that next race at.
And somebody's going in a fence.
In the fence and out of the track.
Oh, yes. Yes, we will have takeoff.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us tonight, listening to us talk and ramble here as we watch these guys race around the track here on the Sunday Select season. Season 7 is the playoffs here on Victory Lane Broadcast. Wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Have a great, week and a half. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Please join us and watch us from Talladega as we go from 8 to 4. Should be a heck of a race.